Right lads, so we're just chilling on a beautiful Saturday afternoon. I've got a little hire bike here that I just found as I walked into this park. It was literally just there waiting for me. Well, I'm telling you now, it's like they spawn in. It's like it's GTA and they just spawn in waiting for me. If you guys don't know, these bikes are, you have to hire them. So you have to scan your phone, you scan your card on it, whatever. And then you have to pay for it. And you can use it as long as you want. It's like £3 an hour, it's really nothing. But it adds up over time, right? So this bike was just unlocked, which means somebody has paid for it and then just left it there. They haven't cancelled the ride, which means the bike can still be ridden. I'm just chilling, I'm using it, making the most of it. So technically someone else is paying for this bike ride right now. I guess it's a life lesson for them. But bro, what other self-improvement YouTuber do you know rides around on a stolen hire bike talking about the laws of the universe and spirituality? Bro, I'm telling you now, who else does that? Do you know what I mean? Let me just get around here. So, fucking hell. Lad, that was all for entertainment purposes. I'm not robbing bikes, if the feds are watching. I'd never rob a thing. Definitely wouldn't rob chicken sandwiches from Co-op, never. Anyway, someone else is paying for this bike right now in a hypothetical universe, because obviously I would never rob. This is definitely my bike, I definitely pay for it. And I'm making the most of it through this beautiful park. So I want to talk to you about, the, let me just get past. Yes lads, you alright? You okay, yeah? I want to talk to you about how giving the universe is, right? I walk around, and obviously someone else is paying for this, right? Which is kind of bullshit, but I walk around with a very positive mindset, like I always preach to you guys. I always stay in a positive vibration, quote unquote, if you want to call it that. I like to call it that because it makes sense, right? It is a vibration. It's the law of vibration. It's the law of the universe. Everything is a constant flow of energy. So whatever thought that you have, it puts you on a certain vibration. So if I start thinking negatively right now and thinking, oh, my life is shit, my life always goes wrong, I'm so unlucky, all of this kind of stuff, then naturally the universe is going to give me that because that's the vibration that I'm operating on. However, and it's been quite an inside joke between everybody that knows me in my life, but because I think so positively all the time, because I'm always operating on a positive vibration, I always just expect success. I always expect the best case scenario rather than the worst. So for example, talking to that girl in the gym, I always expect the best. I always expect success. I expect to get her number. I expect her to like me. I expect her to be attracted to me. Whether that's true or not, it doesn't matter. It serves you much more positively if you just go into every single situation expecting success. One of my subscribers, and I hate calling you guys subscribers because you're not, you're actually my boy, but one of my subscribers, just for the context of the argument, put this quote in one of my live streams once, and he said, you have to act, I'm going to butcher this probably, but you have to act as if everything is rigged in your favor. And that's absolutely true. When you start thinking like this, when you start expecting success, you find that the universe just gives you things. It just gives you what you want. It takes you towards the goals that you set in your brain. It's very, very rewarding like that. And it's funny because throughout my entire life, I've found reoccurrences of situations like this, for example, where I'll just find a free bike just waiting for, it's like literally, you know, I'm trying to think of the game, Fortnite, bruv, where you see the loot and it's like highlighted. It's like that, and it's like it's just waiting there for me. Yo, well, that's some dodgy paths here, but it's just waiting there for me, right? And I've had this throughout my entire life, even in the video game days, bro. Let me just park up, man. This is fucking, I'm not trying to cycle through here. Even in the video game days, when I used to play fucking Fortnite and that kind of shit, it's funny because I'd always get the best loot. I'd always, like, when my mates would die and they'd spectate me, I'd always get, like, the retards left that I have to kill. Like, I'm just cleaning up, bro, because obviously I was sick at the game. But I'd always be left with the retards, so it just easy kills. And they'd always say to me, like, why are you so lucky? Why, every single game we play, why are you so lucky all the time? And I genuinely believe it's just the mindset, bro. It's the vibration you're operating on. Even in real life, it works as well. It's like, I get into situations where it just seems, and the only way to explain it is it just seems like, I know this video's all over the place, by the way. This is the most, like, who else does this, bro? What other self-improvement YouTuber are you seeing doing this, huh? No one. If you see anyone riding around on hire bikes now on YouTube, you know they're copying me. But yeah, I feel like the universe just puts things in front of me, opportunities in front of me. I meet people, I come into contact with people, out of nowhere, just randomly, and they'll have an idea that puts me on a different path, and that path is closer to the goals that I want. It's so, bruv, it's so crazy the way it works, but I genuinely feel like sometimes the universe just gives me things. It just gives me, bruv, even, again, back in the video game days, this is where I started to realise how powerful this stuff was, because I never used to pay for anything, not in a scammy way or like I'm robbing things, but there's always been an opportunity where I didn't have to pay for things. So if any of you boys played Xbox back in the day, you know you have to pay for Xbox Live, to play online, to play with other people. You have to pay for a subscription monthly for Xbox Live. And I've never paid for it in my entire life. Again, I was joking with my brother the other day, and I was saying to him, like, it's funny how I always get things for free. And bro, I genuinely think it's just the mindset. Fucking hell, these paths are mad. Everyone would game share with me. They'd be like, oh, Luke, don't worry, you don't have to pay for it. Like, I'll just game share you Xbox Live. And game share, for anyone that doesn't play video games or is not aware of the terminology, is basically where somebody else gives you their account and you can just take all their things, basically use all of their games, use all of their subscriptions for free, because you just sign into their account and it transfers over to all the others. Anyway, enough of the nerd talk, bro. Enough of the fucking incel video game talk. Let's talk about real life. Girls and stuff like that. Same thing, bro. I find I just get into opportunities where it's absolutely perfect and all I have to do is action. All I have to do is speak. It's like your subconscious mind, whatever you visualize, because I know a lot of you boys do visualizations, right? Let's say, for example, I was to visualize myself getting a girl's number. Excuse me. Maybe there's a girl I really like in the gym, right? And I visualize myself getting her number. Fucking hell, this is a mad leg day. I visualize myself getting her number, so I imagine it. It's a thought. Again, it all starts with a thought, right? I hope this is making sense and I'm not just rambling on and chatting shit, but it starts with a thought in your brain, an imagination. Once you've kind of put that thought out there, because again, you get what you give out, including thoughts. Whatever thought you think is being put out into the universe. So it's the same thing, it's the same principle, right? It's like if you spend a lot of money, you're going to get a lot of money back. It's the same kind of mindset. It's the law of, what's the law of the universe? Please correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe it's the law of equal exchange. I believe that's what it is. Whatever you give out, the universe will give you back. And that goes for thoughts, that goes for money, that goes for energy, that goes for kindness, etc, etc, etc. It goes on and on and on. It's the same thing. Jeez, bruv. So, am I making my point clear, right? Make sure that you are always operating on a positive vibration. Make sure you're always expecting success. Make sure you always expect the universe to be on your side, on your team, rather than against you. Because a lot of you guys are walking around thinking, oh, I'm so unlucky. Nothing ever goes right for me. Of course I'd fail. Of course this would happen. Of course the worst case scenario. Bam, bam, bam. Just constant negativity, right? All of these thoughts that you're putting out into the world are giving you that same energy back. This is why your life is fucking miserable. This is why it's negative. This is why it's boring. This is why you don't get what you want. Because your thoughts that you are thinking on a day-to-day basis, even for a split second, affect the energy that you give out to the universe. And the energy you give out to the universe is the energy you get back. Okay? So, again, back to the visualization point. My arm's aching, bro, holding this phone up like this. Back to the visualization point. If I visualize myself getting a girl's number, bam. I put that thought into the universe. I put that thought, solidified it into my subconscious mind. My mind now works with the universe. We're connected via energy, right? Energy doesn't go anywhere. It just connects and it transforms and it doesn't not go anywhere. Energy doesn't dissipate. It just transmutes. So you're transmuting your energy to the universe and then getting something back. That's how it works. I know I'm chatting a lot of shit, bro. I'm like, my mind moves at 1,000,000 miles an hour, especially because I'm on this bike as well, bro. It doesn't help, but I hope you guys can get some sort of gems from this. Maybe one thing that I say might just like, oh yeah, shit, I wasn't thinking about that. Oh yeah, shit, that makes sense. Fucking hell. So, I visualize myself getting a girl's number. I'm not then going to sit there and think, oh, how am I going to do it? What am I going to say? I'm just going to trust my capabilities and I'm going to trust the universe to put me in the right situation at the right time. And believe me, it fucking happens. If you just expect that, if you expect success, if you expect to get her number, you'll find that the universe puts people in your life. Maybe that'll get you closer to your goal. Maybe you'll have a negative setback, but you might learn something from it that also gets you closer to your goal. So no matter what, you have to trust that whatever is happening to you right now, it's happening to you to get you closer to the things that you are visualizing, okay? And it might not seem like it. It might seem like it's presenting itself in a negative package, but you have to trust, because if you start going down a negative momentum, a negative thinking pattern, dog, then you're going to get a negative outcome. Very, very simple, right? Let's get past these people and I'll put you on absolute game. On the nice smooth path. Do you understand what I'm saying? So the coaching's down below if you want to learn more from me on a more detailed level, because again, my YouTube videos are just whatever the fuck I want them to be. I'm not gonna like sit there trying to make it perfect. I really don't care. I'm doing what I enjoy, and I think that's a mindset you guys can take from that as well. A little bonus tip for life in general is just make things fun. This is fucking fun for me, right? Trying to cycle through here while just speaking to you and saying whatever comes to my brain is fun. This isn't fucking fun. Oh, my face. And if you enjoy things that you're doing, if you enjoy life itself, you'll find that naturally you get good things back. Okay, that's enough riding bikes for now. Fucking hell. Just keep that in mind. I hope you can take something from this. I know, again, it was all over the place, but I don't really give a shit anymore. There's something I'm recently realizing with my videos is I always used to be a perfectionist, and I think it's a very negative way of trying to operate, because perfection literally does not exist. If you wanted to, you could always find faults. You could always find ways that things could be better, and in a certain sense that's okay, but then where do you draw the line? Because if there's no end and you constantly just, well, this needs to improve, this could be better, this could be a centimetre that way, or whatever, right? It's just bullshit, like minimalistic, like really minimal critiques. You're just stripping yourself from enjoyment. And what's the point in living? What's the point in being here once if you never take time to enjoy life, right? Take time to just record the videos you want to record. Forget about fucking views. This ain't gonna get no views, bro. I mean, I could probably make it if I really clickbaited it and made it like seem as if it was something completely away from the topic I'm talking about. But the topic itself, this is a very tight-knit niche. Do you understand? So it doesn't really bring in the views like that. But like days, bro, so many people. But you get what I'm saying, right? Anyway, coaching's down below. Come and talk to me. I'll see you soon. Bye.